Hey everybody, what up? Mario here. We're going to be doing something a little bit different this time. We're going to be doing Game Dev Tycoon. I am Jazzy Studios. I will click here to continue. And let's get right into it. Very good. First thing you want to do is click on the screen. For those of you who have not played this before, I highly recommend that you go check this out over at... I believe, hold on, let me get the website just to be sure. It's www.greenheartgames.com. Go find this game over there. Help the developer out as much as possible. It would really, really be appreciative. Hello, Erica. Pleasure to meet you. Hola. Alright, let's get right into this. I'll just start off with the game history. The last game that we made was Cosmic Rays, which is a sci-fi action game. It was made on the PC. Income made was about 420. Profit was about 230. This was released 6/9/2. Right up here, if you'll notice, we have 5.4k fans. We're in year 6. At the last month, December, week 2 is almost finished. $3.1 million is what we've accrued. Cosmic Rays was the last one. It was an action game. I'm not really sure if I'm going to go with action this time. Prior to that, we had made a dungeon RPG, which was an 8 score. It did well. Didn't do as well as the first one there, but we did well. Then we made something called Ambulance, which was a hospital simulation. Again, that got an 8. Our goal here is to do quality control and make some decent games. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to click OK first of all. What you want to do is click on the screen as quickly as possible to stop the time from going forward. You want to try to get as much money as possible. That's the name of the game. The highest score wins sort of thing. No big deal there. I'm not going to go with a publishing deal until I reach about $10 million, give or take. I'm just safe that way. This is my character, Nancy Wilson. My first employee is Nicholas Boone. I did pop the achievement for that eventually, but not right away. Jazzy Studios is the name of our company. This is our brand new office. So, now, the quality control we're looking for is, because we have 2 people now, I started out with 1 person. Now that we have 2 people, our goal is 20 plus on technology and design. So let's go ahead and develop our new game. We're going to go with a small. I don't have enough resources to make a medium game, so we're just going to stick with small. This one's going to be rated E for everyone. And please let me know. Let's see, we haven't really done much with military. Dungeon has been worked with, so is post-apocalyptic. I'm not going with too many topics right away, although I probably could stand to do another one. We'll just wait for that. Let's do military strategy, which works well on the PC. Now I'm devoting myself to the PC because it's a very low development cost. It maintains a consistent market share, even though it's only 13.9% now, whereas something like, say, the Gameling is at a 19.5% market share with the license costs of $50k. That's to get the licenses, obviously, and then the development cost is at $30k. I want to save as much money as possible, so I also more on this. If you happen to go with one console forever, you're going to get little hints like this about what works for your console or platform, whatever you want to call it. So let's see, we're going PC. And we have a game engine called Torque 2D. This is going to be rated E for everyone. It says on the side that this is a great combination. Let's pick a game name. What's a good game name? Anybody have any ideas? I'll wait. No big deal. So, in the meantime... Well, you know what? I'll wait. If you guys have a combination that you want to see, I'll just go through them again. You have action, adventure, RPG, simulation, casual, and strategy. And then on this side, we have a few topics. Superheroes, life, comedy, hospital, post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, military, dungeon, and medieval. If you have any combination, please let me know. We're going to call this one... What's a good one? What's a good name? Let's call it... Tanks a Lot. Let's call it Tanks a Lot. It's going to cost $35,000 to develop, but it is a great combination, so it's well worth it. At a small, you can't go wrong. Alright. 2D graphics, V2, 30K. It's extra, but worth it. He's getting a little tired, so this will be his last game, and then I'll send him on vacation. Now, we don't have any hints for this portion of it, but I know for a fact that in a strategy game, story and quests do not mean a thing. So you put that all the way down. Engine, on the other hand. Engine, I don't know, for a strategy game. Let's see. Engine would probably have to be big. This can go about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway. We're going to focus on engine because I don't really focus on engine in a strategy game. I've never done that before. I want to try it out and see how well it works. It should generate a decent report for sales and so forth when we make our game report public. So let's just go with this combination. Engine, gameplay, no story. And as you can see, we had a pretty decent start. 10 design, 8 technology with 2 people. That's a very good start. We have a couple of bugs, but that's nothing. We don't worry about that at all. And development stage 2 is underway. Level design, you can see with 3 pluses, no question mark. When you see no question mark, it means that this is exceptionally important. You want to maximize this, and this goes all the way down. So your time allocation is going to be focused primarily on level design. It's not to say that there will be no time devoted into dialogues and artificial intelligence. It just means that you won't be focusing on it nearly as much as, say, level design. So we're going to focus on this. Level editor, 5K. Let's do it up. Very good. Oh, hey, Meerkat. Yes, the tag video. I'm looking forward to doing that too. I'm a little afraid to do it, but I'm looking forward to it. Hello, Omega Gameplays. Pleasure to meet you. Alright, so let's see. It's a strategy game. We did well here. 19, 13. I'm starting to get a little suspicious. This has to exceed 20. Technology has to exceed 20. Design has to exceed 20. We're not going to go with basic sounds. We have mono sound on our game engine. I think world design might have to do a little bit with it. Let's tick this up a little bit. Sound, maybe a little bit as well. Although it's a strategy game, let's focus a little bit more on sound than world design. Graphic is going to be the biggest thing. Let's go ahead with this combination. Here we go. 20. Come on, give me a 20 here. Hey, there we go. That's a great game. That's a good game. The media is abuzz with the latest news from this year's entertainment conference. In a surprise announcement, Vony, which I'm assuming is Sony, a company known for general electronics, has presented a prototype console called the Play System instead of the PlayStation. Alright, I'll just fast forward through that and let you read it, because this will be uploaded later. This works. Okay, there we go. Oops, I shouldn't have did that. Oh well. So 29 on design, 22 technology, 35 on research, $3 million. We are year 7, month 2, week 2. This seems reasonable. Let's go ahead with that. I'll just let that sit there for a moment so you can pause it in case you are interested in reading the tips and tricks and tutorials. There are quite a few of them, so. Alright, I'm going to send him on vacation the moment this is released, so in the meantime, we're looking for that last one. Hey, there we go, 3023. You know what, that's a great combination. Times 1.3 multiplier. Always great to see that. Hey, there we go. Level 3, level 3, level 4 on graphic. Graphic is always very important, I've noticed. So let's release this game. It seems like it's going to do well. It'll generate some cash. Character progression is our new research. We are going to do that. I'm going to have her generate the game report for Tanks a Lot. And here are the first reviews. Oh no, that's not good. Ooh. Come on, give me some love. How could that not be a good combination? It said it was a great combo. Right, so why was it not a good combination? That's strange. Alright, let's send him on vacation. She's going to generate the game report. Yep, it's the road to $100 million. That's the goal. That is the goal. Nintendo will be taken off in 2 months. This didn't do too bad, I guess. Let's see, story quest, not very important for this type of game. I already knew that. So, we did generate a lot of research points. I'm disappointed at the rating. It was over 5, so that's good, I guess. Let's do some additional research. Character progression is 40. It's going to cost 120 credits. However, I think it will be well worth it. The next thing we have to focus on is 2D graphics version 3. I think I may consider doing a gaming engine prior to doing the 3D gaming engine. Not set in stone, but we shall see. So let's start some research. Oh, it is very difficult to get a few million here. I agree with that. Very good. So 2.9 million, I'm still kind of disappointed in that. However, I don't think we have enough to create a custom engine because I want to make it over 500k. Then again, I'm being greedy when I say that. So let's develop a new game. Game 14. Again, we will pick the platform for it. It will be the PC, as I always do. So wait a minute, before we do that, let's check out the game history. I just want to see, yeah, it was a 5.5. That's very disappointing. I don't like that at all. However, let's see, action, strategy, RPG, simulation, adventure. Strategy, oh, we already did a military strategy? That's probably why it was such a low score. My fault, I should have went back even further. My mistake. Post-apocalyptic RPG. Well, I don't know. I'm sort of at a loss here. So let's see. Omega Gameplays, I see you right there. Pleasure to see you. Alright, so let's see. It's a difficult decision, but we're going to go with an adventure game, I think. We're going to go with post-apocalyptic action game. That's a good idea. On the PC. See, action only has 2 pluses next to it, so that means it's not going to give you as much revenue, to the best of my knowledge. RPG, again, plus, but it works on other consoles. Simulation and adventure work. So it seems to me, if it's going to be post-apocalyptic, it should probably be an adventure game rather than an action game. Also, I'm looking for hints as... See, it says great combo on the side because we have had previous success with it. Post-apocalyptic strategy wouldn't make any much sense, so... Let's try adventure. I don't think we've tried that yet, so... What's a good name for a post-apocalyptic adventure game? Post-apocalyptic adventure game. I'd say... What's the year here? We're at 5.5k fans, year 7, month 4, week 3. Just at the end of week 3. Let's call it... Wasteland. Oh wait, it should be... Because I'm trying to go with the game's lore here. Maybe we should call it... Wasteland. Westaland. Westland? Wasteland? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I already did the green slime for the previous one. Yes, I'll definitely make sure to mention Belcoot on that. Definitely, Mr. Bearcat. Alright, so let's go with a Post-apocalyptic adventure game. We'll call it Wasteland. Why not? Let's just go with that. Again, we're going to use 2D graphics version 2. Let's see if we can get a couple of early points to start out. He's refreshed. She's good. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that we didn't have one on design and technology to begin with. That doesn't tell me much. Also, the fact that we had it on engine might not have been the best solution for the previous game, but lesson learned. Very good. So engine should have very little importance, I think. Gameplay should, but quest, as you can see, there's 3 pluses on the bottom, plus the question mark because we're not 100% sure on it. I know for a fact, because of previous playing, that you have to put a lot in there. Gameplay has to have more focus, maybe 2 times as more focus as engine, but we'll do it this way. See what happens. See if we can generate a good report. He's scratching his noodle because he's not very fast, which reminds me I should probably train him next time. TES is no longer supported. That would be the Nintendo. But you can't say that for legal ramifications. Artificial intelligence has no meaning. It seems to me that level design should be about here, and that dialogue should be maximized. Again, it's not to say that we're not putting any effort into artificial intelligence or level design. We're just focusing more on dialogues rather than the other two. Yeah, I was just having a writer's block moment. I agree. It happens to the best of us. Tanks a Lot is now off the market. It sold 26,000 units. Disappointing. Very disappointing. We'll know better next time. However, we're doing very well on design here. I just am very skeptical of the technology. If it doesn't surpass 20, I may scrap this game. And you can go ahead and do that. It's no big deal. I have $2.8 million, 2 employees. That's certainly not surprising. That happens a lot. Post-apocalyptic adventure. Again, probably with the graphics, but if it's an adventure game, you want to focus a little bit more on world design than sound. So let's just switch positions a little bit here. Graphics is always important. So let's go okay. Let's try this out. This is not looking good at all. I have an act for security, says Mr. Nicholas Boone. He says invest 50k and he can help us out. What do you say? I say go for the gusto. Get right to it. Just don't let it affect your work. Goodness, we just hit 40 on design with 2 people. 41. That's a new record. This says new combination. 1.3 multiplier. Not very... It's looking okay, I guess. A lice problem. Yeah, there's a lice problem in the office. We don't need security. We need pest control. Let's see. I don't know. I'm sort of torn. However, I haven't come this far to give up now. This is a new record after all. We did get a lot of level ups here. Well, not level ups. I shouldn't say that. We did get a lot of story dialogues, which we need. Sure, let's go for it. I hope I don't regret that. First reviews came in. Westaland. There we go. That's what I like to see. Give me a 9. 8, I'll take it. And that's a 7. This one's probably a 7 as well. This one is probably an 8. Oh, it got me a 9. I will certainly take those scores. 52k monthly costs. Reasonable. 2 employees. Makes perfect sense. Let's generate that game report. And we do have 27 in research. 7.75. You know what? I'll take that. That's a very good game. Eventually, I knew we were going to be able to do that. So, let's see. Research. We still need 80. So let's do a new topic. Is there something that we can do? Surgery simulation, game dev simulation, right off the top of my head. Dance casual would do well. Definitely not on the PC though. Maybe down the line. I could probably settle for the topics that I have now. Also, that post-apocalyptic one was rated E for everyone. Shoot, I shouldn't have did that. Yes, almost a 10. Getting pretty close to that perfect game. I was one away. That's the most I've ever been, I think. Although I may have gotten a perfect game on my previous playthrough, I just don't recall. Let's not pick a topic right away. Let's, however, train Nicholas Boone. We're going to have to increase his speed. His speed is very low. Technology I'm not too concerned about. I could always hire another employee to do technology. Nancy Wilson, the head of the corporation, is very much adept to do technology, so I'm not worried about that. Although, you know what? I should probably show what every effect does for training. So let's do that then. It's only going to cost 5 research points and 15,000 credits. We can afford that for sure. Let's start with Game Dev Gems. Our post-release analysis of Westeland is complete. Post-apocalyptic and adventure is an okay combination. Sound seems to be not very important for this type of game. That's nice to know. So sound can go all the way down for that sort of a combination. Great. I don't think she needs training. I always like to leave the founder of the company alone. It's the employees that need to be brought up to speed. Hopefully design can reach. There goes the lice problem again. Alright, so year 7, month 8, week 4, we're just about to enter month 9. We should be able to release a third game, 6.2k fans, I think they deserve it. Let's develop one more game for the year. This is game number 15. So let's see. Now we just, oh wait, no, I should consider looking at the game history again. I don't want to repeat too quickly. Adventure, strategy, action, RPG, simulation. Adventure again, strategy, action, RPG, simulation. Naturally, next up would be simulation. So I'll tell you what, why don't we research that new topic? Let's do that. Let's do a game dev research. Are you finished? You could probably research another topic then. Vocabulary, I'm not very fond of that. That's more for children. Definitely gotta use that for, I don't know, a vocabulary adventure game would be nice. Vocabulary simulation game, those are always nice. Let's go surgery. Because we're looking for a simulation game, we want to get as much simulation-friendly topics as possible. We're back up to 3 million. That's excellent news. Now we are going to waste a little bit of time researching those two topics, I'm sorry. So we're at the beginning of month 10. Let's develop a new game. This should release before the end of the year, I'm hoping. Again, rated E for everyone. We want to try to focus on all of our... Ooh, rated E for everyone works well with sci-fi. So, life. Ooh. No, let's do game dev simulation for the PC, because simulation and PC work very well together. You can see next to simulation you have 3 pluses. That means it's going to really generate some great revenue. Our market share actually went up on the PC because the other console, TES, went off the market, so we took over its share. Nice to know. Game 15, a game dev simulation will be called. And this is a cheap plug, but I love this game, so let's just call it what it is, which is Game Dev Tycoon. How original. Where did you ever come up with that one? Well, it's a brilliant game, and I highly recommend that you download this at the developer's website. That's www.greenheartgames.com. You can also find this on Steam if you're interested to doing it that way. 2D graphics version 2. Let's go ahead and start development. Dance games are very good. Yeah. Westerland sold 74,000 units. You know what? That's commendable. Very commendable. $500,000 in sales. I'll definitely take that. Excellent. So, simulation. You know for a fact story is completely down. Simulation. I'd say gameplay all the way. Engine a little bit. Story definitely all the way down. Let's do that much. That should be decent because we do have game tutorials, better user experience. We do want a bit of a linear story. You can even tick this off if you want to. It'll save you some money, but I just like keeping it in because I like giving the fans something to expect, some sort of consistency. Let's go ahead and click OK on the first development stage. How much can we do here? Wow, that was actually surprised with that. Let's see. Definitely dialogues has to go all the way down. Level design should remain where it's at. Maybe a little less. Artificial intelligence is certainly important. Definitely important for a simulation game. Again, design, technology. You want it to be around 20. The last time we didn't do it at 20, it was a risk. It did pay off, but it's not always going to pay off. So, just a little heads up. I like to play this a little bit conservatively, because it has been a while. I remember playing this when it first came out, and it was not as patched as it is today. It was much more difficult to even accrue $1 million was difficult. I forget which version this is, but it's several patches later. Let's go ahead and go on this with the development stage number 2. Hey, they like this. This is getting better. Do have 8 bugs. See this? Triple plus? Question mark? Whenever you see the question mark, I usually ignore that. It means that it's pretty important, so you want to make sure that the graphics mean a lot. Again, that's not to say that world design and sound don't have any input whatsoever. They should. And they do. They're just not going to be as focused. So, let's go ahead. Development stage 3 with this little number. He's going to do very well with the design portion of this, I think. I'm hoping, at least. Come on, we just need 2 more over here in technology, and that should be okay. If we can pull that off, I think we'd be super in a position. There we go, one of them. Can we get another? There we go. I'm happy with that. 3 of them? Certainly. It's a new topic, new combination, got that times 1.5 multiplier that I absolutely love to see. Greenheart Games actually are making another game. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. You can certainly go visit their website, though, and check that out. Alright, Nancy Wilson got a level up. Our engine got a level up. That is to say, 2D Graphics version 2 got a level up. So did level design. You know what? I'm very satisfied with this, plus the multiplier. Let's release this game. And we released it just in time, too. Alright, fingers crossed. Oh no. Ah! Darn. I did something wrong. Not very impressed with that. They should focus more on technology. Yeah, take these things to heart sometimes. So I think it's probably about time to focus more on the technological aspect. So I'm very depressed at that. Oh well, let's generate that game report and see where we went wrong. It only had a 4. Terrible. Achievement unlock, Inception. Develop the game within the game. Hahaha. There we go. While we're here, yes, we don't have enough research to do 2D graphics. We're going to have to save up for that. Let's do that right now. Game dev and simulation is a great combination. Engine seems to be very important for this type of game. That's where I went completely wrong. So that'll be good information for the next time. And you know what? That would probably even generate $1 million in sale. I'm going to say that right now. So some advice for people who are playing. Alright, we're back at year 8, month 1. We have 40 in research. We're going to save up another 40 if we can to get that elusive 2D graphics version 3. Let's develop another game. This is the 16th game. Very good. We just did a simulation one. Just did a simulation. Perhaps we can do dungeon... No, I'm sorry. Let's look at the game history to make sure that we don't double up on anything too soon. Simulation, adventure, strategy, action. Next up is RPG, I'm afraid. I don't do casual just yet. I have to build up some sort of reputation. This is the way I feel. It's not a set in stone by any means. So, let's go ahead and develop an RPG. Likely, I want to try something a little risky. I still have $2.9 million. This should push me back up to $3 million, despite the poor reviews. However, I would like to do a... E for Everyone Sci-Fi does a triple plus, which is excellent. Post-apocalyptic, however, it's another topic that I haven't... Oh, wait, I covered that already. My mistake. Let's do a dungeon. Great combo. Dungeon RPG. Let's do it M for mature. How about them apples? So, let's see. What can we call this little bad boy? Dungeon RPG for the... Well, it's going to be for the PC, of course. RPGs work so-so for the PC. You'll see it has 2+ signs next to it. Casuals, I know from experience, do not work well. It has a 1+. Young audience doesn't really work well for the PC. We increased in market share by 0.4%. Excellent. I'm going to pick our game engine. We're looking for a name here for a dungeon crawler. Let's call it... And this is not original by any means of the imagination. Let's call it Depths. Oh wait. Everything has to have the word the in front of it. The Depths. Let's call it The Depths. And of course, this is going to be a small game. We can't really afford to do a medium. It could be a financial disaster and we could lose all of our money. Especially at this stage of the game. Let's go ahead and click next, again with the 2D graphics. Give me 2. Dear Jazzy Studios, we have followed your progress in recent years. G3, there we go. And G3, well, E3 is going to be... That's June, right? Or is that July? I believe it's June. G3. Sure. So this has 2 pluses to it. That means the engine goes all the way down. Story has to go up a little bit, I think. But gameplay... Ooh. Let's focus half on this. Engine will be completely down. Gameplay will be focused on primarily. But let's put story halfway. We want to make it a little bit more interesting for our fans here. Go ahead with that. Where on their website? Hold on, let me just bring that up while I'm doing my second development stage. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I know for a fact in RPGs artificial intelligence doesn't mean anything. However, level design has to be up a little bit. There's a level editor, which I put in the game engine. Game engine will have to be taken care of soon. Once we can get about $500,000 worth of money invested into it. Dialogues, you know what? I'm cranking that all the way up. Level design a little bit down, just a little bit. Artificial intelligence, to me, from my experience, although it may have changed, has no bearing on what an RPG can offer you. Let's go ahead with that. It'll keep going for store, forum, Game Dev Tycoon, graphic. Let's see. Graphic. World design has to be up a little bit. I think sound too, but I'm very skeptical on sound. I've never had great success with it, unless it was a dance game or something along those lines. Much more casual. You need sound as a focus. Let's go world design. Yeah, I'm very comfortable with that. 31 and 9. I'm not liking the technology, and the previous reviews said we should focus on technology. which is the red, I believe. This is a definite 2 because there's no question mark next to it, so that's what we know. Let's go ahead and put this halfway then. About halfway. Don't want to neglect that, but sound's going to be all the way down. Let's go ahead. Design. Come on, tech. Come on, tech. Can I get 4 more? We do have 10 bugs, maybe. Where on their website? Oh, goodness. You know what, Mr. Meerkat? I could probably PM you exactly where they said that. I think it was on their forum somewhere. I saw it earlier this week because I do check there regularly. Let's go ahead with this. This is almost 50. I'm liking that. We've added another one to this. We've added another one. Can we get 2 more? Doesn't look likely, huh? Let's go ahead with that then. This is a new record. So, that's a level up for artificial intelligence. Great. Practically everything is at level 4. I'm happy with that. This just, Nicholas Boone just reached level 3. Goodness gracious. 1.3 multiplier. New combo. The depths. Mature. I think my worry is that I hadn't rated it E for everyone and I might lose some revenue on it. $2.7 million. I'm skeptical on that as well. Let's release the game. Why not? Due to increased experience following the staff, he earned $12,000 extra in bonuses. Better AI. Goodness. He's getting tired again. This is why we need multiple employees. First reviews came in. Come on, give me that. 9. Close. Could this be another million? Nope. Give me a 9. Oh, wow. Give me that 10 or a 9. You know what? This might actually make $1 million. And I focused it well. So I'm very surprised that I focused it that well. Let's generate the game report. I always have the head of the company deal with the game report. It has a 9 rating. It's our highest rated game so far. Shoot, why not? Great. So this is G3, or E3 as it were. We just ranked number 6. Imagine that. Alright, so we're going to do a small booth. It's going to cost the least amount of money. We are still a small company, technically. So let's just do a small booth. We're getting very close to our 80, which we need. Post-release analysis. Artificial seems to be not very important, yes. This is a great combination mature dungeon, yes. When we start combining, let's do a little bit of training for him before he goes on vacation. The second one we're going to do is Make Me Think. You can see Game Dev Gems only does 2 pluses on technology. He's already... Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Design, 2 pluses, research, and speed. Let's try Make Me Think now, just to show you what that can do. Yes, I did get a 10. That's awesome. Latest game by Jazzy Studios has received very positive reviews overall. We got a 10 saying it's outstanding. Casual games seems to be very popular at the moment. Should I risk it though? If it's a casual game. You know what? I think it's worth it. Oh, here we go. This is G3. We had a few people come to the booth. This is our first appearance at the convention. Alright, let's just go ahead and fast forward through all that. Come on. 45,000? I can live with that, certainly. I mean, some people are going to be buying that game that we just made, which is called The Depths. People are pirating our software. But you know what? We're not going to sue them. We're only going to warn them. Alright, right away. Research just went up significantly. However, her research is much more efficient. So Vonnie announced their play system. Let's just go ahead and fast forward through all that. I highly encourage you guys to read that, though, if you're not familiar with the game, if you're just starting out. Sequels, there we go. Oh, I can't do it. He's still in the middle of his training. And his training is completely done. That's good. Sent warnings to several players about the illegal copies. Piracy is an increasing problem. We gained 192 fans. Had we had sued them, we would have lost probably the equivalent of that. Just a warning, you know, in the event that you're not familiar with that. Let's send him on vacation. When he gets back, we will make our second game of the year. Was that our second game of the year? I apologize. I completely spaced out on that. However, casual seems to be popular at the moment. Let's see if we can capitalize on that popularity. I want to wait for him to get back. So we're back up to 3 million, which is a shame. I would have thought it would have generated far more cash than that. Oh well, can't win them all. Let's develop a new game before the end of the year. Hopefully we can do something with it. Topic will be something casual. Casual game. Let's have a look at our game history again. The depths did well. I'm sorry, that was an RPG? Yes. Simulation, adventure, strategy. Next up is action, but we're going to do casual. So, you know what I should have done? I should have gotten a new topic. Shoot. Dance casual would do really well. I don't know if we'll do that in time, but let's try it out. If the market normalizes, well, we gave it a shot. There we go. Let's do this quickly. Again, clicking on the screen really helps to stop the time. Let's go dance. Ooh, casual. Gameling, play system. I don't want to pay all these outrageous licensing costs. So let's just go ahead with that, with our engine. And let's call it, shout out, or, sorry, rest in peace to Frank Zappa. Let's call it Dancing Fool. I am a terrible singer. I promise never to do that again. Dancing Fool will be the next game that we make. It is a casual game. Hopefully we can capitalize on the popularity of the trend. 2D graphics, let's go ahead. Story quest, don't need that. Gameplay should be easy. It's rated E for everyone. Let's add a little bit to engine. A very little bit. You don't want to oversaturate on the engine. I think gameplay is going to be more important for a casual game. Let's get to it. Come on, I want to see a lot of numbers here. Hey, 17, 18, I can live with that. Artificial intelligence, no. Dialogues? No, I don't think people like being talked to too much. Level design? Possibly, but it's a casual game, so the artificial intelligence has to be good. Level design has to be a little bit okay. At least that's what I'm hoping. Also, there's some hype building up for our game. If this capitalizes on the trend in time, we should be able to generate some additional income. And I sure hope so, because I'm not liking being stuck on 3 million for that long. Don't burn out on me yet. There we go. Alright, and the final stage. It is a dance game. Sound has to be all the way up. I'd say graphic has to have a little bit of an impact. World design, not so much. Let's put graphic around there. Graphic about here. Something like that. No. Probably about a third of the way, roughly. Anyhow, let's go ahead with that. It's our first time working with Dance Casual. Let's do it up. Give me something. Give me something to work with. Yes, I can certainly work with that, and I'm sure I'll have one more in technology to balance out the scale. I hope. Come on. Feet, don't fail me now. I can't wait anymore. Sorry. New topic. Great combination. 1.5 multiplier. And let's just fast forward through all these. Ooh. Well, I see a lot of 4s here, though, and that's the main thing. Let's release this game. You like my singing, really? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Dancing fool. All right. Come on, don't do that to me. Quirky but good. Okay. Give me a 7 or an 8 or something. Come on now. This might not be a good sign. No. No. I'm depressed with that. That was a good idea. Rated E for everyone. Alright, let's generate a game report. 5.75. At least I'm treading above water with that one, but darn if I wasn't so interested in making money. Anyhow, research. We have gotten the 80 that we require. It's going to take a huge chunk of our money to do this. $240,000 for 2D graphics version 3. However, we have to do it. It's necessary to build a new gaming engine, and you need to unlock as many achievements as possible. Let's go ahead and start research on that. Dance and casual is a great combination. Level design seems to be very important, and that's where that and the platform is a terrible combination, so it was doomed from the outset. We've gone down to $2.5 million. Not good. We're still in the millions, though, so that's an okay thing. It seems that the market has normalized again with no particular strong trends. Great. Look at what we're using. Primitive technology. Alright. So, 8,000 fans, year 9, month 2, week 1. I think that seems decent. Again, I just want to keep developing games, as many games as possible. That's what the name of the game is. So, let's go ahead. Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. I'm going to have to stamp that on my forehead or something. Game history. Casual, we attempted for the first time, so I think the next in line is action. Yes, action would be the next one in line. Let's check out the other action games we've tried. I think we tried military action. Yes, it did well. It's been a while since we've done a military action. So I don't know. Superheroes action, sci-fi RPG. Well, this is where one of our great multi-purpose selections comes into play. Sci-fi, action, which is a great combo. We've never done it before. On the PC, casual, you can see 3 minuses. It's a terrible decision to do casual on a PC. Just a reminder, I think the same thing occurs when you target a younger audience. I believe it only gives you +1. Yes, I think so. So it's not worth the income. Our market share has dropped to 14.8, but we're going to keep going with it. So E for everyone only generates 2 pluses. And action only 2 pluses. So I don't expect to make a mint out of this, but we should be able to get back to about $3 million. Which I don't like floating around, but oh well, fiddle-dee-dee. Rated E for everyone. A sci-fi action game. What are we going to call it? Sci-fi action game for the PC. Let's call them... Yeah, I was going to call it Space Invaders. No, thank you. Let's do... what's the name of the nebula around... Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. Well, what the heck. Let's call it the Milky Way. I'm sure the candy bar will not sue us. Let's call it Milky Way. Sure, why not? The candy bar will not sue us. I don't think so. For it is only a game. Great. Sci-fi action. Gameplay, I'd have to say, is important. Action games are usually pretty much just shoot 'em up. Contra, that sort of thing. Engine should be a little bit more important. Gameplay has to be the primary focus in an action game, to the best of my experience. Let's go ahead with this combination. See what we can generate. Design, technology. Good. I like seeing these numbers being very close together. As you can see, dialogue says 3 minuses. You neglect this, you put this all the way down. Level design, same thing. Now, for an action game, artificial intelligence doesn't necessarily mean anything. We're going to put this down a little bit. I think level design should be all the way up. Let's try that as an experiment. We do have room to work with a little bit here. Like I said, I don't expect to break the bank with this title. I could be proven wrong. I hope I am. He's scratching his noodle, thinking of ideas, hopefully. Probably thinking, how are we not going to get sued for the name Milky Way? Dancing Fool is now off the market, 48,000. Better than I thought it would do, to be totally truthful. As you can see, graphics is a triple plus with a question mark. We're going to focus primarily on that. Sound's going to go all the way down, as is world design. So you can see the time allocation on the bottom. You can see the sound has a little bit more than they have world design. Because, you know, we do have the mono sound, so forth. You know, if you were to take that out altogether, if you had the option to take out the sound altogether, it would be at an even pace here. Anyhow, that looks beautiful. Let's go ahead. Come on, technology, give me a 20. Hey, that's what I like to see. 45, 23, 36 on research, $2.5 million. You know what? I think this one's going to be okay. I think this one's going to be beautiful. Oh, we got a bug? Fix that. Great. Finish that up. The Vena gear will be taken off of the market in 2 months. Good to know. New records on both fronts. You know, that's a very good thing. And we leveled up to 4 on everything except for world design. World design should be the next thing. I'm very impressed with this. This could actually surprise us. We'll see. Milky Way. The only reason I put Milky Way is because I was eating one earlier today. So let's see. Multiplayer, branching story, dialogue, tree. 36 research. We should be good to go in there. Give me a oh, wait. We haven't gotten a report for that. However, I want you to research. I want you to be able to research. Ooh, 120 credits. This is just madness. Let's do sequels. We want to save a little bit of research points. First reviews came in. Give me that 10. Give me that 10. This is an 8. 7. No. You're not going to do me like that. Come on. That was a great idea. How erratic. This is going to be like a 7 or... Yes. That was strangely erratic. Probably because of the platform. Let's generate that game report. 6.25. It's still decent. It's still a good game. Yeah, the level ups are very, very... a very good thing. It takes a lot of practice, though. I've played this several times, especially when it first came out. It was pretty much the only thing I was obsessed with at the time. Again, we are a small company, so I think a small booth is necessary here. We've gone down to 2.3, so it's looking less and less likely that we'll be able to go past 3 million again. Let's go ahead with a small booth. Let's see. Gameplay seems to be quite important for this type of game. Great. Every little bit of tips help. Great. 2.4. I can live with that. Alright. Do you have any research that we can do? Multiplayer 40. Yes? Dialogue tree and branching story is important as well. Any new topics? Vampire. Ooh. Detective. Ooh. These are very good topics. Goodness. Well, I think the primary focus right now is to get a better engine so that we can make better quality games for our fans. Let's go ahead with multiplayer. And once that's done, you should be probably on your way for a vacation, right? Alright, let's just pass through this as quickly as possible. Come on! We should have gotten more, so that's 50,000 who attended our G3 conference, which is good. We didn't make it into the top 100 booths, but meh. Buddy's nerfed. Vina gear is no longer supported. So I think the timing of this is going to be interesting. That should be done. Yes, completed multiplayer. Develop a new game. This is number 19. I'll tell you what, it's 5 minutes to my due time because I do have other things planned for the evening. But we will go up to game 20. We are at month 6, week 4. We're just entering month 7 rather, on our 9th year. We're staying afloat in the millions here, but we're not really doing as well as we could be. Again, that's just me being picky. Again, I forgot to do that. Wow. I gotta write this down somewhere. Oh well, next time. So that was an action game. Casual, RPG, simulation, adventure, strategy. Goodness, strategy? I don't know. There's so much strategy to go about. Sci-fi strategy is always fun, but we just did sci-fi action there. I'll tell you what. We're gonna do we're gonna perform a cardinal sin. Let's say with this one. I'm feeling a little bit peckish. Let's do develop a new game. We can't develop a sequel yet, or can we? Can we develop a sequel? For sci-fi action, no. No. Military strategy. This is what I would like to reboot, because it was one of our earlier games. Strategy. It's such a difficult genre to emulate. We've done well with these scores, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 games. Dungeon Adventure. We will have to do a sequel to this eventually, but I don't think a sequel is worth it right now. Our money is dwindling rapidly, so I've got to make a decision here. It has to be strategy because that's what it calls for. I don't know. Medieval strategy game. It sounds decent, but wow. Let's do it again. Military strategy. It says great combination. We've done it before. It's nothing new. Again, this is a cardinal sin. I cannot overemphasize. Don't do this. I'm just doing it because I have a few $1 million to play with. Great news. Our market share has gone up to a full 18%. Strategy is a triple plus, so it will generate some decent revenue for us, and it costs very little. Pick that Torque 2D engine. Game number 19. What was a good name for a military strategy game? Let's call it... Let's call it Warheads. When I was young, there was a candy brand called Warheads. I don't know if it's still around. If it is, that's awesome. I'd have to go buy some. So, military strategy PC Torque 2D. Again, I advise against this. However, that might change if I do well. I'm not holding my breath. At least I don't think I am. He should be tired by the end of this. Story quest has no bearing on this. Strategy. Oof. Save game, yes. This should be up halfway. Gameplay, all the way. These should be our two focuses, engine and gameplay, because I'm unsure which one is more important. Story is definitely not important. let's go ahead with that and stage 1. And let's cross our fingers that this doesn't do as badly as I think it will. Level design. You know what? That's 3 pluses with no question mark. It's a guaranteed way of making this game solid. Let's go ahead and maximize that. Minimize these all the way to the bottom. Oh, they are still around? Brilliant. Next candy shop I see, I'm going to have to go inside and check it out. Alright. 23, 24. You know what? I'm liking this a lot. Although, like I said, things could change. So, just be mindful of that. Ooh. I'm always torn with this because we do have V2 graphics, and I always like to shine that. However, it's a strategy game. I think world design needs a little bit of love. I know sound doesn't really need it, so let's go ahead with something that looks like this and see what that does. We want to get technology to 20. Please give me a 20. Close to it. There we go, 21. I'll live with 21, certainly. I hope he doesn't get tired. If he gets tired, ooh, yeah, he's starting to. Oh, there's a bug. I knew that was coming. Fix that bug. Great job. New record. Wait, that tied our record. Let's go through these quickly. Level 5 for our 2D graphics. Shoot. $2.2 million. What the heck? Let's release it. Warheads came in. Oh, come on, please! No! I told you. Yeah. Let's send this guy to vacation immediately. You're going to generate the game report. 3.75. That's the lowest score I've ever gotten. I'm not even joking when I say that. Shoot. Looks like we're going to have to float around a couple of things here. World design seems to be very important for this game. Everyone military, good. Okay. He's back, yes? RPG games are very popular at the moment. Well, so I'm a little over my time, but that's okay. It's 9:03. I can do this for one more game. Let's do that. I have 28 research. I'm going to forego that research. We're going to develop a new game. Ooh, you know what? Let's develop a sequel. Do we have an RPG that's over 8 in a rating? Dungeon RPG. Folks, I think I have an idea. An ingenious idea. However, again, I'm just experimenting here because I have money to play with. So, I'm going to try to do a sequel for The Depths. Let's do this. It's a little bit early. Let's call them, well, The Depths 2. Wait, I'm sorry. That's The Depths, plural. The Depths 2. Great. And this is going to be on the PC. We have a higher market share than we did when we released it initially. 18.2. Again, this is mature. So we're going to focus on mature. Let's be a little risky. Let's take a risk. Let's put E for everyone, even though that's suboptimal. I just want to be sure. Yeah, mature adventure strategy RPG. No, let's stick with mature. Let's stick with mature. And of course, the game engine is going to remain the same. If this generates the money that I think it will, wow, I've discovered a fortune. So this will be the one that makes or breaks me. We're at month 10, week 3. This will be released by the end of the year. You know what? Let's go for it. 2D Graphics V2. Let's see if I remember my... what the... Yes. Let's do this. Oh. Well, let's crank this and put this down a little bit. Again, I'm just taking a lot of risks because I have money to work with. I am losing fans because of this. Because I'm taking so many risks, I'm not being consistent enough. Which I highly recommend you are. In either case, let's just go ahead with it. Please give me something. Don't scratch your noodle. Give me something to work with. Artificial intelligence is a minus, a guaranteed minus, so it's not important. RPG. Certainly dialogues is. And wow, I'm feeling brash. Let's go ahead with level design. All the way down. Dialogues, up. Because I know that for a fact that that works in an RPG game. No, I can't bring myself to do that. Let's do it about as equal to, or a little bit more than artificial intelligence. Let's do this. If this works, please take notes that I've done this. I will have this documented on my YouTube channel anyway, so... Yep, I'm feeling very risky today, as a matter of fact. Alright. Sound, all the way down. World design. This only has 2 pluses. Golly gee. Halfway. Yeah, let's do this halfway. World design. Graphics up a little bit. Yeah. That should be about halfway. So we have a nice incline here. Let's do it. 35 and 10. I'm liking the 35. I'm very suspect on the 10. We're losing even more fans. Let's do it. Why the frig not? RPG is a... We don't have any hype on this game whatsoever. We do have quite a bit in design. 31,000. 2.1 million. Gee whiz. Come on. Let's go ahead. 55-14. New record. It's a sequel. It's our first sequel. We're at an even $2 million. Year 10, month 1. We didn't meet the deadline for last year. Which I guess is good. So there's only Nicholas Boone who's at level 3 at this point. Correct? Yes. Let's go ahead. Day and night cycle, stereo sound. We have 41 in research. Let's do that. 41. Day and night cycle, that will cost a lot less. Let's go ahead with that. Please be a good game. Ooh. I am kicking myself for this one. Took a few risks today, though. I'm very happy that I did take these risks. That's how you learn. Let's generate a game report. This should generate a little bit of extra cash, though. This isn't even 5. I'm so disappointed. Moderate response, yes. I should have waited for another game engine before I did that. That would have been the proper way to do it. Just trying some different things, see if I can get some different results. Dialogue seem to be not very important for this type of game. Ooh. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It seems to be very important. I apologize. It seems to be very important for this type of game. Sound is not very important for this type of game. Ah, here we go with the encryptions. Decrypt that. Very special offer. Our agents have managed to gain access to some critical sabotage or decline. These could be very beneficial for you if you want to unlock new tech. Very similar to if you've ever played Civilization 4, you can unlock Code of Laws and get a free tech, that sort of thing. However, for this case, it's 161,000. I have very little money to play with. I am in the millions, but it's not worth the risk, so decline. Although I say that and then something's going to happen. Well, I think we're at the end of our tenure for this moment. It is 10 after 9. That's a little bit over an hour. I hope all of you guys enjoyed everything. I hope you've learned some things about how to play this game, and I highly recommend you go check out greenheartgames.com and support this developer. They're an up-and-coming developer. It's a group of 2 brothers. So I highly recommend you go check them out. Or if you're inclined to do so, you can check them out on Steam as well. A portion of the proceeds go to the developer. Other than that, I will see you again tomorrow. I'll have a brand new video for tomorrow. Coming up with a new schedule for my streaming, not only for YouTube, on Twitch as well. And I should have something more concrete probably by the 1st of the month, which would be a week from tomorrow. So, other than that, I have some other very unusual videos, but they're going to be a lot of fun, and they'll be coming out in the within the next week, when I can find the time to do it. I need access to a camera, that's for certain. I haven't gotten access to a camera. I should have one by tomorrow morning, so that'll be interesting to see my face. Anyhow, I bid you adieu. Have a pleasant evening, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Much love to each and every one of you. Take care.